Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
This what I tell 'em. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. Hot or cold, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with the topic session with my guy, Mr. Tim Gaynor. Today, we're going to discuss maximizing your full potential. So first off, Tim, thanks again, man, so much for jumping on with this and dropping some fire nuggets.
No, I'm excited, man. I love doing this, and this is a great topic.
Yes, sir. Well, let's dive into it. What are some of the points that you have on maximizing your full potential?
I love this topic because if you think of it like things in our world that maybe we don't use to the full potential, we don't maximize it, like our cars. I think I had mentioned before. I recently bought a brand new Colorado Chevy truck. Living out here in Colorado, I thought it'd be cool. Get me a nice big 4x4, go up in the mountains. Now, it has a huge towing capacity. It could go 0 to 60 in, like 7 seconds. And I can do 4x4 over big rocks and boulders. But I really just use it to drive to and from something. I don't maximize it to its full potential. I just use it to drive around. Now, I do take it some four-wheel driving, but nothing crazy. Like even our phones. I was reading some information, like, you could, maybe people know this and maybe it's just me, that you could use your phone as a level. There's a certain way you can use your phone as a level.
Yep.
I'm like, I didn't know that. And then there's also another way you can actually use your phone to listen to local radio stations. And I'm like, well, I didn't know that either. And I don't do that. So there's so many things on our phone that we don't use, that we don't maximize to its full potential. And then you kind of go back, and we've all kind of heard about like our brain and how that works. And I read somewhere, and this was on a neurology site, so I'm going to guess it was pretty close to being correct, that our brain can do a billion calculations per second. A billion calculations per second. Man, I don't know if I can get 3 done at the same time.
Yeah.
3. So we don't even use our brain to its full potential. And then I kind of took that into going, looking at our lives, and, we don't use our life, our gifts, our talents, everything that we truly have to full capacity. We limit ourselves, and from doing more than we actually really think we can, and that we're really capable of doing. Again, like your phone or car or again, our brain. We really limit ourselves from actually doing the things, pushing ourselves to do those things that we truly can do to maximize our full potential.
I love it. And I totally agree. I think it has a lot to do with awareness and research as well.
Yeah.
Like you hit on the phone thing. I was taking notes because I didn't know about the radio stations either. So I need to look that up. I'm not maximizing either.
Yes, exactly. Well, yeah, my son's a photographer too, and he gets these fancy cameras, and he does this, and this, and I'm like, does it just take a picture, man? That's what I need. And he does all these fancy, weird, cool stuff with it, and I would have no idea. And I got a nice camera, but I probably use 5% of what it can actually do. I don't maximize it, use it to its full potential, and we become that way at times as well.
So true, so true. Well, I think for me, I'm a simple guy, and formulas are great for me. And I have a formula just to help us maximize our life. I think belief plus proper actions equal a maximized life.
Nice.
And I think, for me, it's important to just be. And the BE is for believe every day. Just believe every day, in order to maximize. And I think that first there's 3 B's for me. And I think that first, believe that you can be great. Then, hey, be great today.
Right.
And I think I've hit on my SHG principle, but I'll just kind of mention it. Just For me, this is the principle that I use in my daily life, which allows me to maximize my potential daily.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not on here, Tim, just saying, hey guys, maximize your potential.
Yeah.
Like this is the action plan that I actually use in my life.
Absolutely.
And so, S is for show up. Show
Mm-hmm.
up every day. If you sign up for something, have your butt there. If you say you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna do something, do it. H,
Absolutely.
have a great attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Gratitude is an attitude that determines our altitude, and
Yeah.
that's where it starts. And
Yeah.
then G is give your all. It's
Mm-hmm.
important to give everything you got to give in the moment that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that's the first B. Believe that you can be great, and then be great today. Because, like I said, there is the belief first, and then the action is, hey, be great.
Mm-hmm.
Believe that you can be great, and then, hey, be great.
Yeah.
And then the second B for me is believe that you can be present,
Mm-hmm.
and be present. There'll always be something. If you're looking the grass way, always look greener on the other side, or there always may be something that, this isn't, a better meal or a better truck,
Right.
a
Yeah. That's
better
right. Yeah.
phone, a better camera, whatever that is. But what we have to do is be present in the
Mm.
moment, and know that um, we have to love what we have now. Love yours.
Mm-hmm.
Love, be gracious for what you have, and just enjoy that.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I posted a quote the other day. And I'm glad, and I thank you for us coming up with this topic, because I've really been reflecting on that the last few days, even before we decided to do this topic.
Mm-hmm.
But I posted this quote, and it says, inner peace will allow you to enter peace.
Mm. That's
You
deep.
know, yeah, and when you're present, it allows you to have that inner peace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, which I mean, and I have a whole cycle behind that.
Right.
But we'll discuss. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
but then the last B for me is believe that you can be the best version of yourself.
Absolutely.
And then the action is, hey, be you.
Mm-hmm.
you know
Mm-hmm.
you are enough. And we talked about this before too. We're one of one. The big man made you in his liking.
Right. Yeah.
you know um, just be thankful for being who you are, and
Mm-hmm.
being comfortable with the person you are, and just work and go through the processes of life, and live and learn things, and
Mm-hmm.
just bring that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love what you said there. That perfect version of yourself, and
Yeah.
one of the keys that I do, and I teach this a lot. And this is, like you said earlier, this is something I do all the time. I visualize what that perfect version of me looks like in
Yeah.
my head. I visualize not only just me as a person, but like if I'm doing a workshop, or even before this, in my head, I'm visualizing what this is going to look like, what I want to say out of this moment that we're putting this podcast together. I'm visualizing how that's going to play out, how I want to come across, what do I want to say. And then by me visualizing that, that's really training my brain to go and to do those actions that I visualize. And if I want, and I visualize what my relationship with my wife looks like, what do I want that to look like? So I visualize that, and then I end up acting out and behaving in that manner. And whatever that best version of myself is, if I'm visualizing, looking at what that is, and when I start going off track, it's like a big radar, like, okay, yeah, get back on track. That's not who you want to be. That's not the path that you visualize and set forward for you. So, this maximizing our potential is, put aside what you think you can and cannot do.
Mm.
Think about what that visualize looking like. What is it that you want to do?
Yeah.
And then start pushing forward. And you get it. You coach football. You understanding that, and you probably told your team this, your players this before too. That your body's going to last a lot longer than your mind. Your mind's the one that cashes out first, saying you can't do it. Your body's got a lot more in it than usually your mind does. So you got to fight through some of those things that you say you can't do to push your body a little bit farther. And that's I've heard people who marathons are like, there's a certain mile that my brain's about to check out, saying you're done. And it's telling you your body's done. But once you fight past that that thought process, they end up finishing the marathon. So their body wasn't done. It was just that false thought of that I can't do it. And really your body, you push through that to maximize what your potential is.
I love it. Pushing through the pain, if you will.
Yeah,
And I really like how you talked about the visualization, because I think your mental reps make you better.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that you have reps, and actually reps make you better. So
Mm-hmm.
then you did the mental reps plus the physical reps, then you add those reps together. Oh
Yep.
man, you getting good.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And the second thing, I have the visualization, and then the other part that I do that I really is what's my responsibility, increasing my sense of responsibility, knowing that my responsibility creates the foundation of my success.
Mm.
Knowing the things I do today that I take responsible for now will determine the opportunities I have tomorrow. That's my responsibility, doing things today. And the other part is responsibility puts the control of my life. I have control of it. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
allowing outside forces, and I'm not allowing anybody else to come in to control the direction of my life. If I put the responsibility and understanding that my life is under my control, then I'm pushing it in the right direction. And then the last two other pieces of responsibility is when I really take ownership of that responsibility, it builds my self-esteem. It builds
Mm.
my self-worth. And when I'm faced with a difficult choice, if I'm being responsible for what's in front of me and what I'm supposed to do day in, day out, then I'm going to be successful. When I'm successful, I'm going to build up my self-esteem, my self-worth. That's just the direction I'm going to end up going. And then the last part of that responsibility part of it, it really makes your habits, because there are good habits and then there are bad habits.
Yeah.
So taking that responsibility kind of helps those habits serve you. I could not be responsible and eat ice cream 3 times a day, because I think I told you I'm addicted to it. So I could not be responsible. And I
That's a
could get,
tough one.
well, you ain't got that. You got that right, man. It is, and you're in Texas too. You understand
That
Bluebell ice cream.
bluebell.
You
Hey,
guys, it's,
we said it. We said it at the same time.
it's right. It's like a drug, man.
That bluebell.
I can't stop. But when you're taking that responsibilities, you're actually changing or training those habits to serve you in the right manner. Because again, you visualized up front what you want your life to look like, and then you've put your responsibility into action day in and day out to start moving towards those things. And that's, to me, one of the ways, couple ways, tying what you've said and what we put together here, is these are different techniques, different ways that you can set yourself to start maximizing that potential in your life and actually living the life that you want. And as you and I know, we were made to live.
Mm. Good stuff. Visualize, responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
ownership,
Yep.
habits.
Yep.
I mean, I think definitely when you are have the awareness to really focus in on those things, I think just like you said, I think you do for sure maximize your potential. But
Mm-hmm.
then bigger than that, you have a sense of pride too,
Mm.
because you've made yourself have the disciplines
Yeah.
uh, to allow you to be the best version of yourself,
Yeah,
if you will.
absolutely. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. End of the day, you really are the CEO of your life. I mean, a CEO is responsible for the success of any business, the success or failures of a business. And the same thing in our lives, we are responsible for the success and failures in our life as well. And if we just have that maximized thought process of, what, we are in charge. We are the CEO of our life, and we're responsible for each step that we take every single day.
Yes, sir. You and only you are
Yep.
responsible for your success. And the
Mm-hmm.
good thing about it is, if you're not happy with the level of success that you're in, well,
Yep.
guess who can fix that?
Yep. It's you. You.
You.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
then, and when we realize that we're in control of it, oh man, watch out.
Yeah.
Because now the sky's the limit. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like you can't be stopped, because
Mm-hmm.
like you said earlier, the possibilities are possible. The
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
opportunities galore. You can
Mm-hmm.
make them, because you
Mm-hmm.
know that, hey, you can.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I think that, like when someone says, if someone says, I'm not happy with the level of success in my life. Now, my first question is, so what are you doing about it?
Yeah,
What are you doing about it?
that's it.
Make those changes, make those things you want to do, that you need to do to have that success that you want, have that life that you want. It's up to you.
That's it. Well, Tim, thank you so much again for, just like I said at the beginning, fire nuggets.
Yeah, there you go. Let's go. There you go.
That's what we need to call the fire nugget session.
we got a title now.
There we go.
We got a title. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you again for sharing your experiences and your knowledge. Again, and for your time. You know, time is valuable and limited, and I'm truly appreciative of the fact of you giving the time to share. And then, you know, it'll help us help others, which is what we believe in.
Yep. Yeah. No, I'm honored to be talking with you, learning from you, and hopefully getting some stuff out there that people can grab onto and help them to really increase their life and start living that life that they truly want and were made to live.
Well, there it is. Thank you. And thank you guys for checking out this topic session. Maximize your potential. We'll see you next time. God bless.
All right.
Go get it.